Hi everyone, Phil Turtle here with another tip to help you present like a pro. I want to talk to you today about breathing, because what's the number one resource for a human being? It's air, isn't it? And we get air by breathing. Now, when we're presenting, we need to be in the right state. And in fact, as we give our presentations, we need to change our state quite a few times. We also need to change the state of our audience. And to be able to do that, we need to be able to change our own state. So, when we're speaking, air is coming out of there, yes? And that sort of presupposes that at some stage, it's going back in there. But when you're busy speaking, it's a bit of a job to fit in taking breaths. And some people will tell you that you've got to breathe from down there in your belly, really deep down, so that you can speak loud. No, you don't need to do that. But if you are breathing properly and taking your time over it, so it's not dashed, it's not rushed, you're going to look more credible to the audience. You're going to seem more relaxed, more balanced. And your presentation, and this is really important, your presentation is going to seem more conversational, because that's what we want to achieve with our audience out there, is a conversation. Now, let's think for a minute, when we read a book or a magazine, a block of text, it's punctuated for us, isn't it? It has these things called commas and full stops and paragraph ends. And mentally, they give you time to breathe. In fact, what they do is give you time to process what you've just read. And we can achieve the same effect when we're presenting. Because when you're speaking, you need to speak in sentences and paragraphs. How do you do that? Well, it's quite easy. You just take half a breath for a comma, a full breath for a full stop, and at a paragraph end, you take a good 2 long breaths. Obviously without the sound effects. Now, not only does that give you time to take proper breaths and to take those fairly deep into your lungs, because you do get more oxygen in the deeper you breathe, and a snatched breath between words in a presentation, that really doesn't give you a proper breath. But when you're taking those pauses during your presentation, when you get to a comma, or to a full stop, or to a paragraph end, it gives your audience time to process. Because people, in order to process and change their own state, change their own mind, think about what you've said, most people either need to make a picture in their head, or they need to talk to themselves in their head. And that's the way that change happens. So if you are speaking, you're doing it because you want to make a change of some sort in your audience's mind. You want to affect them in business. Maybe you're trying to sell something. Maybe it's your management team that you're trying to convince something. Maybe you're giving a presentation on health. Maybe something to do with relationships. Whichever it is, you're trying to make a change in your audience's state and your audience's mind. And if you don't give them time to process, that change won't happen. So guys, to really improve your connection with your audience, to make a change of state, all you've got to do is breathe. Get out there guys, present like a pro.